and you're very welcome to another Draw with Don. Now today I'm going to concentrate on some remarkable birds that we see in springtime right into the late autumn and even into September. And here they are up here. They're absolutely masters of the sky. I know other birds are really good in the air, but these are absolute masters. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these birds. They actually come in from Africa to breed in Europe and other parts of the world, but we're dealing with Europe and especially Ireland. Now, you may ask yourself, why would birds go to the trouble of leaving the beautiful continent of Africa to come north to rear a family? Well, one of the reasons is by actually making the effort, you don't have as much competition. There are a certain amount of competition trying to find a nest, make a nest, find a location, raise a family. They're all challenges. But in actual fact, in Africa, the native birds are so plentiful that it makes sense for a lot of birds to leave and come to Europe. And there they have a chance of raising a family. And also, because the summer months are longer, there's more insects flying around, and these birds especially love the insects. Now the swallow, on the other hand, that will land, as you can see it flitting around by the rivers and stuff like that. Now, you know, if the swallow comes here and it's raining and there's no insects around, what does it do? Well, it hides itself in a barn, somewhere like that, and actually can close down, almost like, it's called torpid. They go into this kind of closed down, sleepy state like that. And then, when the sun comes out, they'll wake up and they know the insects will be about and off they go. Now they can do that up to maybe 4 or 5 days without any harm to them. They're very nest faithful. In other words, if they built a nest in a little barn somewhere near, they'll return to the same place, which is lovely. The house martin is a bird very similar to the swallow, but this actually likes to nest under the eaves of a house. Somebody builds a new house in the countryside and they look up and say, what's that in the eaves? They hope it's not a wasp nest. No, the chances are it's a lovely nest built. It's like a cup. These both build kind of cup-shaped nests. And under the eaves, and lo and behold, they can be very successful. In fact, it can be so successful, they may have 2 or 3 broods. The swift, on the other hand, only has 1 brood a year, so an awful lot of effort. The swift is the last one to come in from Africa, and would you believe, the first to leave. Now, one down here is called a sand martin, and that comes in almost the first. And what does it do? It heads straight for reservoirs or lakes, because they build a lovely little nest. They have to burrow into a soft soil, so like little cliff type effects in these places. So they build in this and they lay their eggs inside. So we'll have a go at drawing these wonderful creatures. So the main thing is, I'll use a heavy marker so you can see. The main thing is to look at a simple shape, and everything has some kind of shape. So have a look and see what's the overall shape. Now in this case, it's kind of like, it's almost like a cigar shape, like that. So a shape like that, and then you indicate where the bill would be, and you'll indicate where the wings would go, something like that. And then you'll indicate the tail. And in this case, because it's a swallow, it'll have this forked tail like that. So that's a very, very simple shape. You don't need to go too fancy at the moment, but just give your eye a rough idea where to start. And then, once you're happy with the shape, you kind of build up and you get what looks like this swallow shape. Like that. Same up like that. And across. Now if you see a swallow that doesn't have this tail that's forked out like that, and the chances are it's a young one, as they haven't grown out yet. And sometimes when you see the female one, they're closer together, so they're not spread out wide like that. Now they have a lovely little red face. It's kind of, I used to call it brick red, and it has this lovely midnight blue on its back, and the front is kind of whitey creamy colour. So you work out that shape, and if you're happy then you go over. If you were drawing this, you were using a pencil maybe, and you can rub out all the unwanted lines once you've got the shape right. So I'm just going over here very quickly and show you the bird. You might want to, with the bill open or closed, depends whether it's had enough food or not. And they love to kind of skim over the river, and it's a good way to see them, the swallows. And just indicate where the red would be. And there's little white bits along the tail here, but we won't worry about that too much. So you just get the idea. And as I said before, it might be an idea to make yourself a little wildlife notebook. Whatever you see, write down what you've seen, do some sketches, and slowly but surely you could build up a nice wildlife notebook. Now, again, the swift is, by the way, the swift is slightly bigger than the swallow. But again, I'll just show you. I'll go straight into drawing it without these parts, because you know what they look like. So can you imagine the journey these wonderful creatures make? It's a very, very dangerous journey to head all the way from Africa to Europe. And it's something like 10,000 kilometers, something like that. Extraordinary. So again, the shape is similar, but I've just moved the shape around a little bit. So then, once you're happy with that, the others are, as you see, similar. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Until the next time, do take care. Appreciate the old thumbs up. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share.